This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Monday, the 20th day of May, the year 2019. Here is what we're tracking tonight. The Guyana Police Force carried out an operation yesterday in the Berbice area that saw the shooting death of 3 bandits by the police. The names of 2 of the bandits have so far been revealed. They have been identified as Kelvin Shivgabin and Nisham Jagmohan. Shivgabin was wanted for the All Year's Night murder of 2 Berbice brothers during an armed robbery, while Jagmohan was charged back in 2014 in connection with a murder and an attempted murder. He may have been freed in those 2 cases. The Guyana Police Force released more details of the shooting incident last evening, along with photographs of the weapons recovered from the dead bandits. The police statement said police investigators received information that strange persons were seen in the backlands of Mibukuri in Blackbush Polder. A police team went into the area just after 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. According to the police, the lawmen came under rapid gunfire and were forced to take up tactical positions while returning fire. The police said the exchange lasted for about 5 minutes, and when the gunshots ended, the lifeless bodies of the 3 bandits were found with gunshot injuries. Investigators at the scene also found a pistol, 2 revolvers, a rifle, 3 magazines, 253 rounds of ammunition, and 7 spent shells. Additionally, they discovered 2 bulletproof vests, over $600,000 in cash, several pieces of gold jewelry, and 5 cell phones. Investigators also found a solar charger, duct tape, gloves, torchlights, a crowbar, a knife, and a cutlass, among other items. Investigators believe the 3 men may have been behind a spate of violent robberies in the Berbice area over the past few months. Just last week, the Guyana Police Force dispatched additional police resources to the Berbice area to assist in the crime fight in that community. More news coming up in just a moment.
Here now, I want to switch over to GTT right now. Because all this time and money I waste on a cars alone can just send up my blood pressure.
You've come to the right place.
Really?
Once you're switched over with our network, you can activate our Fab 5 plan. With our Fab 5 plan, you can enjoy free unlimited calls with 4 family and friends.
You got to be kidding me.
You will also get 5 gigabytes of data with 250 text messages.
You got to be kidding me.
And your chosen 4 can also call you for free.
You got to be kidding me.
Activate the GTT Fab 5 plan today. For only $5,005, you get free unlimited calls to 4 of your closest family and friends, 5 gigs of data plus 250 text messages, and your Fab 5 friends can call you for free. GTT Fab 5.
Falls, a trademark of China's Zhanghao Incorporated, located at Land of Cane and East Bank, Demerara, was incorporated in April of 2013 with over $10 billion invested in a state-of-the-art 100,000 barrel fuel storage facility, a modern service station, an office complex, and a modern wharf that can berth international vessels. Having no association with any other fuel company, Falls imports its own fuel, which meets quality specifications, has all the legal permits, and is in compliance with international requirements. Its bulk facility can load 8 trucks simultaneously at a rate of 1,000 liters per minute, while the service station can service 12 cars at a time using computerized fuel pumps, which can facilitate the use of ATM cards. Through its professional team of mostly Guyanese, Falls wholesales and retails fuels to the public, including farmers and miners, and will continue to positively contribute to Guyana by providing quality products, service, and attractive prices. Try Falls today for all your fuel needs.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong, Be the one to live right.
Welcome back. 2 days after the remains of murdered mother of 5 Zyla Sugrim were laid to rest, her ex-husband appeared in court to face the murder charge. 38-year-old Ryan Sugrim appeared before Magistrate Zamina Ali Sipol at the Lenora Magistrate Court today and was not required to enter a plea to the indictable murder charge. The prosecution's case is that between the 11th and 14th of May 2019, the man murdered his ex-wife Zyla Sugrim, then set her body on fire and eventually buried the body in a shallow grave. The accused did not say anything during his court appearance, but his attorney Sanjeev Jatadin offered a mouthful before the court. The attorney complained about reports in some sections of the media on the case, even before it made its way to the court. Mr. Jatadin told the court that pre-trial publication could be very dangerous to court cases, and it's something that the court must address. He complained that some of the reports that appeared in different sections of the media may be false and could affect the case. The attorney also complained about the accused being grilled by investigators in the absence of an attorney. He has also indicated that he has since written to the Police Complaints Authority on that particular matter. After listening to the issues surrounding the case, the magistrate ordered the accused to be remanded to jail until the 25th of June, when the matter will continue. Several family members of the dead woman were at the courthouse for the hearing. Last week, the family members were forced to file a police complaint after the woman, Zyla Sugrim, did not return home from a trip to visit one of her sons who lived with her father. The woman was reportedly last seen entering the car that was being driven by the accused. She never visited her son, and her burnt body was found a few days later. Still on the west side, police on the west bank of the Marara have launched an investigation into the shocking death of female taxi driver Indira Baipat. The body of the 47-year-old woman was found dumped in a clump of bushes in the Luston Russ area, west bank of Marara. Investigators were called to the scene early on Sunday morning following the discovery of the woman's lifeless body. Police sources have indicated that a post-mortem examination will have to be carried out, since there appear to be no visible marks of violence on the woman's body. The woman's Toyota motor car is missing, and distraught relatives have told investigators that she was last seen alive on Saturday afternoon when she left the family home at Port Drawing to ply her taxi trade. She never returned home, and an alarm was raised after the owner of the taxi service where she worked said she left early on that day to do a private job. Investigators are hoping for anyone with information to contact the police. Let's tell you now that the Ministry of Education has announced that police investigators are probing an incident that took place at a Quarantine Comprehensive School that has left 2 students ill. According to reports, 2 students were taken to the hospital and treated after drinking water that had been laced with some other substance by some of their classmates. In a statement, the ministry said none of the students is in a critical condition. It said they were taken to the hospital, treated and discharged, and are not in any danger or critical condition as reported by a local newspaper. The Education Ministry said the matter is engaging the attention of the Guyana Police Force, and the classmates who were accused of mixing the substance in the water bottles were questioned in the presence of their parents. The Ministry of Education's Welfare Division in Region 6 is also providing counseling and psychological support to those affected by the incident. In the health sector, Minister of Public Health Valdo Lawrence has been elected to the Executive Board of the Global World Health Organization. In a statement, the Ministry of Public Health said the election of Ms. Lawrence will give Guyana a voice in helping to shape global health policies. The WHO Executive Board has oversight responsibility for implementing decisions and policies of the World Health Assembly, which is an advisory body to facilitate the WHO's work. Minister Lawrence will serve in the position for the next 3 years. The WHO Executive Board comprises 34 individuals and meets twice per year. The 145th session of the Executive Board will meet in Geneva next week for a 2-day meeting. Guyana's ambassador and permanent representative to the UN Office in International Organizations, Geneva, John Ford, said in a statement that the honor of serving in the esteemed position affords Guyana the opportunity to shape global and regional health policies and to bring more health system resources to Guyana and the region of the Americas, thereby improving healthcare access and services to all of the residents. Minister Valdo Lawrence is currently attending her 3rd World Health Assembly Conference and has helped establish Guyana as a strong advocate for universal healthcare to bring improved access and the quality healthcare to Guyana citizens, especially those who are vulnerable, the UN office official said. across the region is coming up next.
Join in the celebration as Curtains and Drapery celebrates their 18th anniversary. During the month of May, all customers will enjoy 18% off on selected items in store. As we continue to celebrate, on the 25th, all customers will enjoy extra discounts while enjoying steel band music, snacks and refreshments, and gift giveaways. So come join the celebration. It's Curtains and Drapery's 18th anniversary. Curtains and Drapery, 110 Regent Street, between Albert and Light Street.
Let's get ready to rumble! Guyana, get ready for one of the biggest sporting events in history, going down the 26th of May, when Team McNeil Cameron presents their first annual track and field championships, Mackenzie High School versus the Wisma Christianberg Secondary. It's going down at the MSC Ground, Linden. Starting time at 9 a.m. Admission, adults $500 and kids $300. Event is being sponsored by Banks DIA, Stars Party Rental, Tropical Reflections Restaurant and Grill, Foreign Links Motor Spears, Power Producing and Distribution Inc., Super Graphics MoneyGram, and Bosai Inc.
Friends with benefits!
Let's be friends. Let's be friends with benefits.
The craziest concert to hit Guyana! Friday, 24th of May, 2019. We head to DCC Ground. Let's Gibb Street, Queenstown. Friends with benefits!
As a luxury mechanic, I'm often asked, what gas should I use in my expensive vehicle? In other countries, you have regular and mid-grade gasoline known as 87, 89, and premium gasoline known as octane 93 to 95. For affordable, high-quality fuel, performance, and high mileage, visit Guy Oil today. Choose Guy Oil Super 95. Guy Oil, we are everywhere.
Across the region right now, Barbados will not be negotiating Liat's future direction in the public domain. That's according to Barbados' Prime Minister Mia Mottley. She made the remarks in response to reports out of Antigua and Barbuda that her government has agreed to sell its shares to St. John's. Speaking on the radio program on Saturday, Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister Gaston Brown said Mottley has said yes to selling a significant portion of Barbados' shares in Liat to his government. Earlier this month, the Brown administration issued a statement from a cabinet meeting which said Prime Minister Gaston Brown has indicated to the cabinet that he has written to the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, on the Liat restructuring plan. He said an offer was made for Antigua and Barbuda to acquire the Liat shares owned by Barbados through a takeover of the liability of Barbados to the Caribbean Development Bank. This afternoon, Prime Minister Mia Mottley's press secretary Roy Morris confirmed that Barbados had received the letter, but made it clear that Prime Minister Mia Mottley would not be drawn into making any public comments on the matter. In Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean Media Corporation is reporting that Police Commissioner Gary Griffith today brushed aside comments made on social media by two prison escapees, and he is warning that those harboring them that they too could face prosecution. Ulutunje Danbo and Michael Findley, who were among 8 prisoners who escaped from the Golden Grove prison last Wednesday, have released a video on Facebook claiming that they had been set up on the murder charges that they are facing. They have also called for Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and the Director of Public Prosecution Senior Counsel Roger Gaspard to help them with their plight, claiming that they are not armed and dangerous. Speaking on a television program, the police commissioner in Trinidad and Tobago warned persons aiding and abetting the prisoners that they too were guilty of an offense, and that while the escapees had a right to claim their innocence, it is for the criminal justice system and not social media to decide. And finally tonight, international news. A Frenchman has been sentenced to death for drug trafficking in a shock verdict after prosecutors had asked for a 20-year prison term. The 35-year-old man, Felix Dorfin, was arrested and charged in Indonesia, and he was convicted of trafficking about 6 pounds of cocaine and various drugs into the Indonesian holiday island of Lombok. He was arrested back in September last year at the island's airport. Indonesia has some of the world's strictest drug laws, including death for some traffickers. He plans to appeal against the sentence, his lawyer said. Dorfin was arrested carrying a suitcase filled with about 3 kilograms of drugs, including ecstasy, after flying into the airport from Singapore. The judge in the case cited his involvement in an international drug syndicate and the amount of drugs in his possession as aggravating factors. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting.